What up, Scorpios? I got you. This is your reading, your 4-month focal point reading. Scorpio sun, moon, or rising this could be applied to. I've done a video called Astrology Fundamentals where I describe the rising sign and the moon sign a little bit more in depth, and in that video, in the description, I have some websites where you can get those calculations. I'm also taking personal consultations at this time. Okay, you can schedule an appointment with me on my website. It's in the description. If there's a timing conflict, just email me directly at gurujojo@icloud.com and we'll be able to work around the timing conflict. In addition to that, that's all I gotta say as far as announcements go, actually. But I also do want to mention that this focal point reading is gonna help us to build the structure for whatever we're trying to manifest in year 2020, because year 2020 is going to be bringing clarity in our lives as it relates to what's real, our reality. Okay, first card received for you, Scorpio, is this 10 of diamonds. So we're trying to gain, more clarity on our reality versus our imagination, dreams, and hopes and wishes. All right, so this first card is the focal point. Right now, Scorpios, you are focused on, and this is the goddamn flipping light is bright. All right, so there's a glare, but this is the 10. All right, you can see that right there. It's a 10 of diamonds. This is connected to the 10 of pentacles. So this means you're focused on family unit structure. Okay, so you're focused on trying to have a home with, most likely this would be with somebody else, okay, in some way, a relationship partner, or possibly with a friend, or possibly it's like you're trying to build a legacy with somebody and having a home, and you're trying to build like a happy home unit. Okay, in the past, well, not in the past, it looks like basically with this 7 of hearts that you've received next, it looks like you're trying to tap more into your imagination. So you could be focused on imagining how you want your home life to be, how you want your lifestyle to be. Like you're imagining a life of luxury almost. 3 of hearts, okay? You're trying to become a little bit more social, okay? You're hoping to be more social. You're basically thinking a lot about imagined opportunities, basically. Like you're imagining your opportunities, and these opportunities that you're imagining, if you focus on these things that you want, if you continue to focus on them, and if you set up a plan, a goal, Jack of clubs was the next card. If you set up a plan and a goal, it's like you can be better able to gain the confidence to put in the right responsibility, the right work to actually manifest that goal that you want, which seems to be the 10 of diamonds. You're trying to have like a happy home and family life in some way. That's what your main focus is for year 2020 and what you're trying to prepare for now. You also could be trying to get over some sort of deception, betrayal, some sort of lies. You could feel separated from somebody. I'm seeing that you want to be more happy and find a family more so that has to do with a social bond, like social groups and whatnot. And you feel separated, from your social community. You feel separated from friends and networking at this time. And that's what you're trying to rebuild. You're trying to rebuild friendships and true meaning relationships. And you're going to get that because that's what you're focused on. But the first step is to heal. You need to heal from that. Obviously, it's to heal. I know it sounds corny, but Spirit instructed me to pull out that card. That's the card that fell out. It's the 3 of Swords. So at the end of the day, there needs to be some sort of healing from some past betrayals. It looks like you've had some difficult relationships, whether it be romantic relationships and friendships, or both. It's been difficult. And now you've gained a little bit more wisdom to be confident, and you're learning to speak up more is what I'm seeing. You're learning to speak up about these betrayals. Okay, you're tapping into an energy where you're preparing and speaking up about, feeling betrayed, feeling deceived. Because Scorpios could be very dark. Like, y'all could feel a certain way about something and y'all just won't talk to people. And it's like, but now you're kind of feeling the need to be more communicative about it in some way, and you're gaining that courage to be communicative about it. I'm also seeing this Three of Swords representing possibly there's a common circumstance of you know, being in a bond with somebody, having a friendship with somebody, or past relationships where a third party has gotten involved and disrupted the relationship. Okay. But that's the past. These cards are at the bottom. So this is what's being ripped out. You know what I'm saying? These cards are what's being ripped out. Like, you're ripping out, well, this specifically, you're ripping out this past trauma of betrayal in your relationships. And you're looking at these opportunities, but they're not real yet. It's like, this is the card where you're just imagining the new opportunities. You may have some new discovery of feelings. You may have new feelings right now. You may have came to grips with some sort of feelings that have been secretive in the past in some way. Okay. And it's like you're in your head a lot. I'm not going to lie. The next 4 months, for some reason, you're more so in your head space. At least right now, you're in your headspace. And whatever this headspace is that you're in, as long as you kind of maintain a more positive outlook and you're not getting too indulgent in your imagination, you actually start to, Jack of Clubs, you start to act upon these illusions, aka, you know, when you're not sure if something's a possibility, but you're imagining it to be, and there's a strong possibility that it will, but you don't know until you act upon it, and then that action that you perform now receives an action back, and that's what starts to gain clarity in things, right? So it's like you're bringing light to it, and the light comes back to you for you to see. So I hope I made sense, but that's what I'm seeing. It's like you're imagining all these opportunities, you're imagining all these endeavors, you're imagining all this, like, all these desires, okay? And you can see these desires, but they're more so in your imagination right now. But it looks like you're going to come into the courage of acting upon them. Some of these things have to do with being in social groups, have to do with bonding with other people, have to do with, you know, laughing, enjoying, and having a good time and attending events and parties, okay? It looks like you're trying to build a new social unit. Like, you want to have new friends and go out with friends again and stuff. Like, you're trying to enjoy your life more. Perhaps you've been working too much or something like that. But the main thing around this whole entire structure is you're trying to build a happy life. Like, you're looking at what's going to make you feel happy in this life and what stability you want to build in your life to obtain this happiness. So that's pretty much what I see what the focus is. Like, you're thinking more long term and in a more mature fashion. So perhaps you're, you know, you're not like a teenager. Maybe you're at least in your 20s, your 30, you know, 20s to like 20s and up. You know what I'm saying? For something like that. All right, so if that story didn't resonate with you, I have one more storyline for you, Scorpio, because I'm doing 2 storylines for all the signs, because this will help us to better be able to connect with a story, because not everybody has the same exact story, even though we could be going through similar motions. It just may be in a different place. So let's see what's up, Scorps. What's up, Scorps? Let me stop, Scorpio. Scorpio! What's the focus next 4 months to prepare for 2020? Focus, Spirit. What's the focus? What's the focus for Scorpio? For Scorpio. All right. 3 of Hearts again. Definitely trying to be more social. Your focus is on trying to be more social. So perhaps you could be even... A lot of times Scorpios could be kind of stagnant in that area if they're not in the mood or if they don't trust people. So sometimes they have to do certain things, you know, in order to manipulate their brain in order so that for them to be a little more social. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like you're focused on being more social, all right? So that's good. That's good. You're more social. You could also just be very curious at this time and like nosy and stuff like that too, because sometimes that could do Three of Cups could, or Three of Hearts, Three of Cups could have to do with gossiping. So King of Diamonds is the next card received. So you could be centering this desire for having a stronger social group or social network with structure. So it's like you don't want to just have friendships and whatnot for short term. You're trying to actually be more structured. Perhaps you want to be like the manager or something, or you want to have some sort of control over these groups, or perhaps you just want to be able to be in social groups that are gonna what is that called when this is Two of Diamonds. What is that called when somebody's like the flipping security guard? Maybe you think about security guard or something. I don't know why I thought of that. Maybe it's for you, I don't know. But that with the Two of Diamonds, this means that you could be balancing or juggling your finances. You could be working 2 different jobs, or you could be holding on to 2 different lifestyles or opportunities. Also too, you may have to borrow something in order to go out more, or maybe you're trying to flip something, like maybe you're trying to buy things to sell back, so you're trying to flip, so maybe like a what do you call that, a real estate agent. Maybe you're interested in something like that in real estate, in your real estate license, because that's like requires you to be social, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Let's see. Queen of Diamonds. Okay, that's together with that King of Diamonds. So maybe you're in a third-party relationship. Maybe you're interested in 2 people. You're interested in a female earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus person, and a Virgo male possibly, or a Capricorn male or a Taurus male, because you got the King of Diamonds and the Queen and the King of Diamonds. But also too, this could be a relationship that you're on and off with, or that you're weighing your options in. You have an option between 2 people. You have an option between 2 people that you're interested in, Scorpio. Let's see what's up. Or you're like in the middle of gossip between 2 friends right now at this time, and you're trying to bring them back together. So you're trying to be the peacemaker between 2 friends possibly, and that's what your main role is right now. That's what's keeping your spirits like up, that's what is keeping you motivated and interested at this time, like trying to help out your friends and whatnot with their situation. You've received the Jack of Clubs next, all right? That has to do with you being more active and going on an adventure of some sort. So definitely increased social. And then 8 of Clubs. So you're trying to keep something down. You're trying to keep, not down, but you're trying to keep something covered, okay? In the past, you've been hidden and you were keeping things covered, but now you're trying to come out. You're trying to come out and enjoy life a little bit more. So I'm seeing again, like your main goal for the next 4 months is to be more social and gain more networks and connect with a social bond, a social group, social networks, or friends of like-mindedness is what I'm seeing. You could be possibly a little bit like you could like both parties or something like that with this like flip-floppy 2 of Pentacles energy, and then with the male and the female earth sign. So you could be looking for something like that, like a 3-way type of relationship type of thing that you might be into, and that's the type of like structure you want. If it's not that, then I'm seeing that you're trying to balance your finances with another person. So you're trying to invest in something or balance your finances with another person. You 2 together would be like balancing or borrowing each other's money in some sort. But I'm seeing at this time you're focused a lot on practicality. Okay, with these, you got these 3 cards focused on practicality. So this means work and financial situations, but you're also focused on your willpower and your more social, you being more social and whatnot. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing at this time. You're trying to be more socially available with your friends, connect with proper social bonds as well, but you're also just trying to make sure that you're not hiding as much. Like, you want to have more fun and you want to go on an adventure. Maybe you want to go on vacation or something like that. Maybe you want to go on a hayride for Halloween or something, you know, because Halloween's coming up, like when you do the pumpkin picking. I don't know, the apple picking's fun, but I'm just saying, it looks like you want to just enjoy life a little bit more, because possibly you've been more in the house or stuck, you know, within your own personal issues and whatnot, and now you feel like you have the security and to enjoy yourself more with another person, especially, or social groups. So good luck to you, Scorpio. Blessings, light, and love.